Okay, let's talk about 3 things today that you can start tracking today, track consistently for 2 weeks, and collect an incredible amount of data that you can then use to absolutely transform your health, your fitness, and just push yourself to that next level. Number 1 is going to be your workout data. So not just the workout that you did, but I'm talking about keeping a very detailed workout journal. You can do it on your phone, you can do it in a notebook. I'm old school, I like pen and paper. I want to flip back and see what I did last time. You're going to want to track the exercises that you did. You're going to want to track the sets, the reps, the weights, track the rest if you can, and honestly take a few notes at the end of the workout or during the workout so that you can kind of look back and understand how you were feeling. Maybe you were super tired that day and so that workout's kind of an anomaly, but track that data for 2 straight weeks and see where you're at, okay? Number 2 is going to be your caloric intake, right? So this is definitely a bit more time consuming, but I think that tracking for 2 weeks, every single thing that you put into your body, be completely honest with yourself, do not judge yourself. You are just looking for what's going in, right? So we're looking here for total intake, but we're also looking at things like, are you getting enough protein? Are you actually eating vegetables? Are you drinking enough water? Those kinds of things. So track that for 2 weeks. Every single bite that you take, that's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, dessert, munching off of somebody else's plate. That includes any caloric beverages that you have as well, okay? And the last piece of the puzzle is going to be steps. I have a bonus tracking stat that you can do as well, but steps is going to be a huge one. Let's be real. I think the average step count for the adult American is like 3,000 to 4,000 steps. Y'all, that's not very many steps, not much movement throughout the day. So track your steps day in and day out for 2 weeks. The bonus piece that you can track is going to be sleep. That one's a little bit harder sometimes to take in and really sort of like adjust on the spot, simply because there's a lot that goes into it, right? There's so many factors that go into that, and it's not always something that you can kind of choose and then just it happens, right? So if you're tracking your workouts, if you're tracking your calories, and you are tracking your steps, that is a set of data, that is 3 sets of data that you can really use to take your fitness to the next level, right? And here's the thing, you need to have that data to have an awareness of where you are at now. It doesn't work to simply say, you know, I am going to start working out 6 days a week if right now you're inconsistently working out 1 to 2 times a week. That's a huge jump, right? And it's a jump that you don't have to make. If you're inconsistently working out 1 to 2 times a week right now, working out consistently 3 times a week would be a massive uplift to your fitness level, right? Or let's say that you track your calories and you find that you're eating 25 grams of protein a day, right? And you do your research and you realize, oh my God, with my fitness goals, I should be eating 0.8 to 1 grams of protein per pound of body weight every single day. That's nowhere near what I'm eating right now. You don't have to jump up to 130 grams of protein, right? That's a huge jump. That's a massive jump. And quite frankly, most people can't go from 25 to 130 or 125 or even 100 just like that, right? But if you go from 25 to, let's say, 40 or 50, again, that's a big jump. That's a level up jump, right? And then the steps, this one's obvious. If you are getting 2,000 to 3,000 steps a day, that's not very much movement throughout the day, right? And if you can bump that up to consistently hitting 4,000 steps a day, massively better than 2,000 steps, right? So again, you don't have to go from 2,000 to 10,000 to level up your fitness. In fact, those giant leaps are really hard to stick with, and that's why most of us kind of choose a goal, try to go for it like that, and then just end up back where we started, or worse, just completely feeling defeated and overwhelmed, right? So tracking that kind of data so that you have an awareness of where you are right now, then you can see it, you can visualize where you're at, and you can say, okay, self, what am I willing and able to do right now? Am I able to add in another serving of protein? Am I capable of doing that, right? Do I have to go to the grocery store? Do I have the supplies that I need for that? The thing with the workout tracking, like, am I able to do a couple more reps or lift a little bit more weight with my steps? Am I able to take 10 minutes and go for a walk at lunchtime? Those are kind of leveled up, step-by-step stepping stones to that big goal. And so if you can track those 3 pieces, and then the bonus sleep piece obviously is huge as well, but I'm calling that a bonus because honestly it can be a little bit tougher. And sometimes what you find is once you start getting your steps in, your workouts in, and you're eating right, that sleep piece of the puzzle gets a little bit easier on its own. But tracking this kind of data for 2 weeks straight is going to give you the material that you need, the answers that you need to be able to say, okay, what's next? How do I level this up? If you have questions about it or you want to dig a little bit deeper, leave a message in the comments or shoot me a message on social, and I'll get back to you. We can talk about it, okay? Have a great day.